That Show with Matt Giles. I'm your host, Wiley Wiggins, not the nephew of Lanny Wiggins, just so we're clear. Hey, today we got a great show. We got Olivier Wevers from Whim here in Seattle. He's a great choreographer, great dancer. We're going to talk to him about what Whim's doing and how things are going. Tomorrow, we're going to have Jen Ziles' interview. I swear, I'm editing it every night. And we're going to play that for you tomorrow. Thursday, Melinda Hickey, formerly of the Tom Douglas Group, I hope is going to talk about her experiences. And then Friday, everybody's been waiting for it. Matt Giles should be on the show. I still have to confirm that he's okay for the time. But he wants to be on. Hey, if you like this show, or if you like Tim's Tavern Live, the other shows that we do on this channel, please click the follow button. We were trying to add 16 people this week. Ooh, and we added 5 yesterday. We need 11 more people to follow us this week. It'd be awesome if you like any of this content, or if you just like my smiling face. Yeah, click follow. You can check out Tim's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4, Saturday and Sunday at 11:30, all times Pacific. And then that show with Matt Giles, starring your host, Williford B. Hayes, every weekday at around 1 Pacific. Cool. Mason's out today. He went to go board up his building, but Joel's in, so I'm going to bring up Joel. We're going to catch up and look at some memes. What's up, Joel? Oh, man.
Oh,
I muted
no.
you.
Uh-oh. See?
I got to change some of my macros, because they don't mute at the right time.
Yeah, I was saying, got to stop those looters.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I assume there must be a wave of them. The wave going across town. Just kidding.
Guess? I don't know.
No,
I see a lot of people boarding up their windows. I hope nothing happened to Tim's.
No, I think it's just so that it's out of sight, out of mind. You know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Relay. I got it. And the business next door is still doing, La Cabana is still doing takeout, so I think
Go eat there.
Call him.
La Cabana, that place is the bomb.
Yeah, their pupusas are awesome.
They're so good.
If you're anywhere near Greenwood, go check them out.
Yep, 105th.
Yeah. You got a good mug? What's the mug of the day?
Babak Hunan.
Oh yeah, nice. Go check them out too. Joel says good food.
Yep, I think the original one's still around.
That's in San Francisco, just for those who don't know.
Yeah, for those of you who are in San Francisco. Yeah, me too.
Yours looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great.
All 3 of them.
All 3. What are you, Homer Simpson?
Yeah. Don't. No.
Hey, how excited are you to see Matt Giles this week?
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen him since he left. So.
Oh, really?
We're talking. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he left Seattle for Minnesota, and now he's in South Carolina. So.
No, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Just get his name. Get how he feels about his name being used and abused.
I would never.
Well, maybe not with intent.
That's true. Yeah, I do apologize to him often on the show. So sorry, Matt, if this isn't your vision, but it's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He sounded pretty supportive. So
it seems it's like a lot of work to change the graphic, but especially at this place.
It really wouldn't be.
No, it's too funny now.
Yeah, we've polled, I don't know, 15 people, and 14 of them think it's hilarious. And the 15th thinks it's mildly entertaining. So we kept it.
Yeah. Scientific. I like it.
Cool. What am I doing? Oh, you want to talk about some memes?
Sure.
All right. This first one.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah. Although that should be a sign in there all the time, though.
That should be. It's
Yeah.
It's just I do it 5 times as much now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, yeah,
because I'm home all the time.
yeah, yeah. I was outside walking the dog. Oh, someone's.
Speaking of the dog,
Yeah, yeah. Somebody goes grumpy. Yeah. So, yeah. I was like, I take the dog out, and I was taking the dog out today. I was like, oh, I should do something outside today.
yeah,
I like how it was like I don't know, like an aha moment. I was like, well, it shouldn't be that hard.
it shouldn't be, but sometimes it is.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually talking before the show saying that if I didn't have a dog, I would need something to go out and just
Hmm.
walk. Yeah.
Hmm.
This one's not a meme. It just interests me. Uh, it's a chopstick store in
What?
Japan. It's
That's rad.
all chopsticks. It's like Ollivanders from Harry Potter. I'm sure the chopsticks choose you.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's a
Pretty
yeah.
elegant.
Like yeah. I That's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally novel to us. It's
It
like
is, yeah, but it's
yeah.
probably pretty commonplace there.
Right.
I have a
I mean,
couple nice chopsticks from my friend John. Actually, it's his mom. She gifted me some. You
mm-hmm.
have any good chopsticks?
We have a few sets that are nicer than your average bear kind of
Yeah.
thing. But nothing super super cool. Like we do have some that came in little boxes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
actually know how nice they are in actuality. I just know that they are nicer than what we're used to. So
They're not bamboo.
yeah, right. I
Yeah.
mean, but they're also not like covered like laminated in some faux
Right.
colored thing that
Yeah.
peels off after the third time you wash them. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
so they're above average, I think.
Yeah. I think that's what mine are.
Yeah, I have no idea what they are.
This one's from Mason. He's not here today, but he knows the little thing about playing original songs.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. It's a little mean spirited. I've been trying to
rough.
filter out some of those mean spirited ones, but this one I thought was, well,
You know,
it's okay.
isn't it the way of our world to laugh at others suffering?
Sometimes. But we're all suffering right now. We don't need to
It's true.
pile it on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I gotta
I
take
can't
a
see
quick
that one.
look.
Yeah,
I know, sorry. Here.
if olive oil is made of olives.
That's also Mason.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good one. I have a lot today. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna keep looking through them.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this is also Mason. He contributed a lot over the last few days, and we hadn't been doing it, so I have him up. But
Nice.
it's the
It's a good one.
girlfriend one. Quarantine.
Yeah.
Oh, this was actually sent in from one of our viewers. Never mind that it's a friend of mine that lives a couple miles away, but it was sent in by one of our viewers who knows that I'm very tall. So I thought it was fun.
Angry skyscraper noises.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I don't
funny.
even know what those are, but I'm sure
I don't
know.
know. Well, I mean, if anyone would know, you would.
Yeah. You know, when it's so close to home, you don't see it. Like somebody else has to tell you about it. So this is probably how he sees
That's
me.
fair. That was funny. Yeah, totally.
My brother-in-law posted this to Facebook saying Finland's healthcare system was the best in the world.
Yeah, -1.
I mean, it is Easter coming up.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny. New death.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works. Did someone have it and then give birth? Like
No, I don't.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. I mean, I think it's obviously a mistake, but like,
It seems.
how would that be possible?
I mean, like I said,
I
is
guess,
Easter.
I guess
It's happened before.
I mean, statistics can do that though. Like statistics can prove anything because it's goal oriented math. So if you give them enough time, they'll be able to tell you why. Yeah.
Still, I think I'd
That's
rather
pretty
be in
fun.
Finland.
I definitely rather be in Finland. I mean, those are good odds. The UAE, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I used to love this show, Mystery Science Theater 3000. and they watch B-rated movies and then make witty comments about it.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
they're watching
I mean,
those covers.
I don't know what they would say. It would be kind of fun. It would be kind of fun to
Yeah,
watch.
I hope they do like a special just of this.
That'd be good.
Oh, this is a reader. Yeah. The Ministry of Magic denied Voldemort was back.
That is funny.
Our Ministry of Magic denied Corona was a
It's
thing.
true.
This last one, I'm not a big fan of the band The Police, but I do like this meme.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a good coronavirus.
I do like police that have a sense of humor. I hope they did that.
Oh yeah, I just assumed they did. That's funny. Maybe somebody did it to them.
We did once in a while. Back in our PCPA days. Remember, like the police would park by the administration building on campus. There would always be so they had like a couple cars parked there. Somebody, and I don't know who it was actually, I don't remember, but somebody had a series of bumper stickers in the same format as like the don't do drugs bumper stickers. They something like, it was something to the effect of have another donut, but it was all in the same font and it was all in the thing. And somebody had them, and so when we would walk cross campus, we would put one on, cover up their "Don't do drugs" stickers. Like we did it like every other day, and they kept pulling them off. I was kind of sad. Like they spotted them way too fast. I was kind of bummed. And then of course once they see him, then they're looking for him. But like,
right, yeah.
We thought it was clever. I can't remember who made them. I think it was spray or something.
I don't know. That would have been like a project at the time. Not so easy. As just
no, I'm sure they ordered them, but like,
yeah.
I was about to say online, but that wasn't really a thing. Yeah.
No, it was like just starting.
No, it's email.
Get big, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do last night?
Painted the rest of the floor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So your
Floor's done.
painted.
Well, except for the dining room, but that's harder because that's now a portable office or semi-portable, not portable office. So the halls and the living room's done. So yeah, finished. Nice. A project at 3 a.m. Because
that's late.
Well, it's like, I don't know. It's not late when that's like your normal hours these days. But it's mostly because everybody's asleep and the dogs I can lock all the animals up and they don't pitch too much fits because I'm painting a floor. So you don't want little paws or whatever. So
no, you don't. Yeah. I had a D&D group last night, but I've also been printing these, which are, I have a 3D printer, right?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Stakes that go into the ground, and then you can run like a drip system thing in it. And then Colleen's uncle loves this style, but can't find them to buy anymore, so I've been printing him some more.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you gardening? Did you get your garden started?
Colleen is the gardener. She has been getting a lot started. So the strawberries are going. Blueberries. I mean, those are plants that stay year round, but they're starting to bloom.
Right.
She's got a bunch of onions. She's got some asparagus. She's got. I can't remember them all, but she's got a lot of stuff started. Yeah. No, the only thing I do is my Don Quixotean quest to have avocados grow in Seattle.
Wow, that's a.
I've got 3 trees. I've got 3 trees. They're doing okay.
Are they planted trees or are they in buckets?
No, they're all in buckets. Yeah, and they're in my greenhouse. And I think in 10 to 12 years they might be ready to produce fruit.
I tell you what, my grandmother used to have she lived in Ventura, quite a different climate there, But the she had one, two, three, at least three avocado trees in the backyard.
Nice.
And
I'm
then
jealous.
and they dropped, yeah, they dropped hundreds every season. I mean,
Yeah.
like hundreds. She had to take one of those, like, produce flats. Um, like, she took a full flat once a week to the retirement home
Oh, nice.
and just dropped them off. Yeah, every week for years. Yeah.
So down near Santa Maria, there's Oceano, and I had a friend there who lived kind of in a hippie commune place right behind a grove of avocados. And we were going to the beach one day. We went and picked them up, and then headed to the beach. And on our way out, we see these two little girls selling avocados. It says organic avocados, 50 cents each. And I was like, oh, that's cute. They're selling avocados. 4 hours later, when we were coming back from the beach, they had crossed it out, and it said organic avocados, $3 a piece. Yeah.
They got whooped. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty
Someone
crazy.
come by and buy. Someone come by and buy the entire flat, and they're like, "Whoops."
Yeah. Yeah. Selling them too cheap. All right. Should we
All
bring
right.
on Olivier Wevers?
Yes, please.
Great. He is the artistic director of Whim and a good friend.
Nice.
Hello, Olivier. Oh, I have him muted too. Man. Sorry. Hello again. No, how come I can't hear you? Try one more time, maybe. Can you hear me? I don't hear him.
Did Olivia mute?
Yes,
There we go.
that was me.
It was
Nice,
both of us.
Nice.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You've been holed up in your apartment?
Yep. 2 weeks now, right? Around the fourth week.
You're on your fourth week? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. It adds
Yeah.
up so quick.
I've
I
sort
was
of lost
enjoying
track.
What's that?
I've sort of
I
lost
was
track of what. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I didn't mean. I thought, yeah. Which one of us? You go first. You go. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll let Olivier talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was enjoying your memes very much.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Most of them, well, the ones that were submitted, but most of them are from Reddit. I don't know. Do you ever go on Reddit?
No.
Yeah, it didn't seem like your type of place. There's memes galore there.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Police? Are you a fan of the band Police?
No, I would have not known what that. But I figured those are lyrics, probably, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I like the one with the fridge, and I have to say that that would be a pretty good fridge to have right now. It had all the essentials,
Oh,
like
it did.
guacamole, some salsa, eggs. Yeah. Some
Yeah.
beer at the bottom of the thing. There was a big pot of mayonnaise also. I'd be happy with what's in
Yeah, that is a well-stocked fridge.
hmm
I will say
Well,
mine looked similar to that like 2 weeks ago, and then I just ate everything. Haven't gone back out yet.
It is
Um,
kind of what happens at lunchtime, though. It's like, what am I going to have today? And you kind of open your fridge. I don't know. Go into some cabinet. I don't know. Go back to the fridge.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll have a sandwich again, right?
It's very true. It's very true. It's like, I mean, I do it for dinner too. I just, like, I bought a bunch of stuff with a bunch of plans, and then I kind of like, I don't really want to do that right now. It becomes a mood thing. And so now I'm like struggling to find the desire to actually go through the process sometimes of like making a meal, as opposed to like, because there's so many things I can just go in there and like make a quick burrito. And it's just like it's like becomes like snack day all day long, as opposed to make a meal. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Do you
it's
find you're
okay.
eating better now that you're home more?
No,
Olivier said
no,
nobody says no.
no. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was like I was at first. I did like the first week. I definitely did.
Yeah.
But now I'm like in this mode where I'm like, I don't know. It's just like focus slash structure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm home all day. I don't know about you guys, but I'm home all day, and structure is not high on my list of things that are working for me right now.
Yeah.
I just kind of going through the motions. So
I keep trying to keep structure. How about you, Olivier? Have you like kept your schedule?
Now trying to, but I think not able to really keep a good schedule. And this whole thing, I'm going to blame this whole thing for ruining my New Year's resolution also.
Oh, what was your resolution?
Well, no sugar, no alcohol.
Oh, yeah. That would go out the window real quick. Yeah. Oh. Are you finding time?
Reverse New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Are you finding time to like stretch and work out in your apartment or space, or do you go outside to do it? No.
No, I take some walks when it's nice out, but that's it.
Yeah.
Stretching and exercising. I would go to classes. I would take body pump and top Pilates, but not in the apartment.
Yeah, it's tough.
Colleen's been. I have another deal with.
Joel, is there a news conference in your background?
Oh, yeah, it's Dawn working. I'll mute her. I'll mute my mic. I was pretty conscious of it, and then I forgot. I was I did it yet. I was pretty good about it yesterday, and now.
I was just checking.
Well, that's a good point. We might not actually be public information. I'm not sure.
Ignore that last part. Anybody watching? Oh yeah, we got viewers. Yeah, somebody's watching. Olivier, so Whim, what's going on over there?
Well, we're not moving much. We were in rehearsal for our next program that's supposed to open May 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Which, yes, we'll probably not be able to produce that since we won't be able to have large gatherings. So we are switching to streaming something that we're working on. So
oh, nice.
I'm in talk with a film filmmaker that was a dancer before. And because all we do with the company is all new creations. So the show was going to be brand new. We had a choreographer here that now is back in Salt Lake, and then a choreographer from Europe who's back in Europe now too. And so we're planning on creating something that will be streaming, but it'll be specifically made to be shown as a film.
Oh, I think, nice. Yeah.
Everybody's showing their shows that have happened, but it's been filmed for archival purposes, and it's kind of flat, one shot.
Right. Yeah.
So we really wanted to make it really done for showcasing something on video.
Well, that's cool. Is it going to be you and the other two choreographers that you were talking about?
Yeah,
or
probably one of the other two choreographers. The other one from Europe is not going to be able to make it back. But the other choreographer from Salt Lake City, that lives in Salt Lake City, was here and had already created a week of creation, was already created. So she will be coming back, hopefully, whenever we can get out of our houses and start working again.
Which now might be not till May, right? The governor said May 4th, I think. Yeah.
May 4th, yeah.
Yeah. Rumors that what?
That it's going to last longer than that still.
Yeah, I saw that the UW revised their model and that the deaths were going to be much lower and the resources used were going to be fewer. But this was assuming that we were all sheltering in place through May, which, long time. Starts adding up, yeah.
Yeah, and like Mason has pointed out, just because May 4th is the target date for relaxing these restrictions, it's not going to be an on-off switch. It'll probably be an incremental increase. So for those of us that rely on large groups of people to help our income out, completely, that might be slower. And then I was sharing with Wiley yesterday that a friend of mine who's a nurse in Maui, obviously works for a hospital group, which is national. The doctors that they're talking to that are out in the Midwest, like in Detroit, those doctors are saying hunker down. They're not seeing an end in sight on their front. So, I don't know what that means for those of us that have started this process sooner.
Yeah, I would think
my concern is my concern is the the bad apple sort of states, because that dramatically impacts travel. So those things, basically until the travel stuff relaxes, do we actually get to like really breathe?
Right. But like Olivier, you have 6 dancers. How many dancers do you have?
7.
Oh, it's 7. Yeah.
So the plan is like once they let the non-essential going back to work, like we've discussed with the dancers, creating a isolation cell so that they would really just be exposed to each other in rehearsal and then go back to quarantine themselves and stay away so that we don't have any kind of outside exposure.
Oh, interesting.
That would be the idea once we can do that, to really focus on that isolation cell.
Yeah. And your work is always very well. The ones that I've seen more recently are pretty topical, right, and very current. You said you were kind of a week in. Are you sort of choreographing something new about this time that's happening, or are you going to kind of stick with what you had, or a combination of both?
No, I think my idea now is to make a dance film about the 5 stages of grieving, kind of the inspiration to that. And there's this beautiful text by William Stafford called "The Way It Is," about this thread in our lives that we hold on to, and so those 2 things are kind of inspiring something that I think I'm going to create for this.
Nice. And do you have a date that you're releasing that yet, or you don't know? Because it depends. Right, it depends. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's a moving date. Yeah. Right now, it's middle of June somewhere.
All right. Nice.
I do like the idea of like the quarantine, then gather in a group, and then self-quarantine. I think that's a really interesting dynamic that might be applicable to lots of situations. I mean, obviously, like the whole world jumped on the video format, and they're finding all these solutions to work around the latency. It's hard to do anything real time over in this format with any kind of like accuracy. A conversation is one thing, but when you're timing things to music and stuff, it's really, really difficult. So you're seeing lots of musicians record their piece and then send it to their friend and send it to their friend and send it to their friend, and then they release it as one whole thing. But for you, if you have a small group, I wonder if that seems like a pretty fair idea that can be relaxed sooner than, say, the big picture relaxing of the rules. Yeah, that'd be really interesting to see if it's because there's going to have to be some sort of evolution of how we behave, how we and how we get back into the world at large.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to start.
That's the plan as of now.
Right. Yeah. Somebody's gonna say okay.
Yeah.
Every day we make new plans, right? So what's coming up?
Exactly. I think you maybe I need to be a better interviewer, but you answered a lot of my questions before I even asked them. I think you're just a good presenter. You know what else you're good at is the letter you have on your webpage. It's very heartfelt, and I was I don't know how you get moved by a letter talking about all the well, I guess because it is talking about trauma and grief and what's happening in everybody's lives. But it was very touching, your letter. Where can people find that? It's whimwhim.org, right? WHIM.org. Yeah, did that take you a long time to write that letter? Like, how do you sit down and find that?
Yeah, it probably took me a day. I think I wanted a letter that was like bringing the community together. I think it was at the time when a lot of organizations were sending really like scary letters that was like, we need you right now, knowing that a lot of the organizations had to like abruptly stop what they're doing and cancel their season and things like that.
Right.
And I wanted something to be more about the fact that we need to support our entire community, and talking about that the loss of one single artist would just be devastating for the community, that we can't afford to just lose anyone. And so that was kind of what I wanted to share, the importance that we each have in this ecosystem.
Yeah. And
did you write it right away? I mean, was it that when did you put that out?
Oh, it was like about 2 weeks after we started the quarantine. So it was about last week that I wrote
So you had
it.
a little bit of time to ruminate and then come up with some.
I mean, there was the days when you were getting like hundreds of emails, right? And it was just kind of overwhelming. And
that first week was rough, because it was just like, especially in our industries. It started with 250, and within a day was, okay, go home. I think restaurants are the only people that, and not everybody, but lots of restaurants jumped on it early, because a friend of mine who might be on the show on Thursday works for the Tom Douglas Group, and they shut down the week before we did. And he shut down all but 2 of his restaurants. And he knew. I mean, like, obviously he saw it coming a lot faster than we did. So, yeah, it was an intense and, like you said, very sad and depressing sort of like series of messages coming out. It's it's good that you took that upon yourself to say something different. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, it did really feel inclusive and supportive of all artists, which I think was kind of what got me the most. Yeah. And also, you're able to take care of your company, right? Everybody's employed through this whole thing.
Yes, we are keeping them paid, even though they're at home. Yes, absolutely.
That's super awesome that you're able to do that. And I encourage everybody else to go check out Whim and support them. So, do you have time for a couple of Would You Rather questions? Or would you rather not play Would You Rather?
Well, what kind of questions are they?
I went mostly mild. Right now? What's that?
Am I okay with tea? Do I need a beer or am I okay with tea?
I think you're okay with tea, but it's quarantine rules.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have a third eye or a third arm?
Well, where would my eye be, and where would my arm be?
I think your eye would be on your left butt cheek, and your arm would come out of your mid back, maybe.
Oh boy. Probably the eye. I would be able to disguise it more, I guess. Even though I would have to look at things that, I don't know.
I hadn't thought of where. I just came up with that off the top of my head. I'm not sure it's the best place. All right, eye. I think you're right. Because you're right. That would be easily hidden, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Although you might be scratching it all the time, and your ophthalmologist would be like, "I gotta look where?" Yeah. Okay. Would you rather travel the world on a shoestring budget or stay in only one country for a year, but in luxury?
Well, now are we talking camping or?
I kept it vague because I know your answer
I'm
about camping.
not great on camping.
No, I think it'd be like backpacking, hostel, sort of cheap.
Absolutely,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
So you
That's an
travel
easy
the
one.
world.
Yep. Hmm.
That's funny. In my mind I thought, no, he's gonna choose the fancy place for a year. No, okay.
No. As long as I don't have to live in a tent.
You know, as long as you don't warm your food in a backpack, camping is great.
And there'll be toilets everywhere I go, right?
Yeah, there would be. Well, I guess it depends on which countries you go to and how far out, but yeah, there'd be toilets. Yeah, we learned a pro tip, Olivier and I. If you want to warm your instant camping food, you put it in your backpack after it's dehydrated. You put in warm water, you seal it up, and then you put it in your backpack to keep it warm. But some people forget that it's in their backpack and might sit on it or roll on it and then have spaghetti in their backpack instead.
Well, no, actually, that was in our sleeping bag.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've been saying backpack this whole time. Sleeping bag. Right.
Of course, when it starts getting cold and you need to change, and you kind of go into your tent and you try to get those pants on and you sit back onto that, it kind of blows up.
Now, neither of us actually had that happen, or we didn't cause it, right? We didn't. Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't think you were the one that sat on it. I was gonna give you a pass.
I was the second one to do it.
Oh, that's funny. I was gonna blame somebody else. That's funny.
Nope, it was me.
It's all Charlie's fault. Okay, last would you rather. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a tree house?
Oh, tree house, definitely.
Better views, right?
Yeah, no question. No question.
Yeah.
Cave would be so depressing.
I've seen some pretty nice caves, but yeah, mostly they're dark and dank and not as good of a view. Yeah.
Now, would I have my eye on my butt cheek still while I'm in the tree house?
That was what you chose. So yeah.
Okay.
Butt cheek eyes. Are you gonna work that into one of your dances?
Yeah. Like I mean, this would be convenient if I wanted to look up at my own ass all the time.
Yeah. Self-exams.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty quick and easy. I love you. I think you're an awesome person, and keep up the awesome work at Whim. Thank you for being a guest today.
Absolutely. It's nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Olivier Wevers from Whim, whimwhim.org, and look for more information about the stuff that is going to be video only. And then check out in June for the Spring Fling. Is this right?
Well, that's the tentative reschedule. Now we're thinking of going online.
Yeah, oh, that's what you're... Okay.
Well, no, that's another thing that we'll do online also, some kind of...
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fundraiser. Yeah, that was our spring fundraiser. It was supposed to happen April 1st.
I see. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Happy quarantine.
Yeah, happy quarantine. I think that's it. Unless you had anything else, Joel.
No, I am good. That was lovely to hang out with you. And
yeah.
If you have something to say, give us a call. We'll do it again.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love them.
We'll take them.
Any memes you find.
We'll take them.
Someone just texted me and said, did you ever notice that stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts?
Oh, nice.
Ooh, no.
I mean, I eat desserts when stressed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
great.
everybody, eat more desserts. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.